Do you know that a lot of the things that are not working out in your life are due to your mind? And they are due to how you think and your belief system. And I know you will tell me, yeah, but the reality is like this, so that's why I'm thinking like this. That's why I'm anxious. There is no stability right now, and there are a million reasons. Actually, it is possible to find quiet and peace and stability within yourself, no matter what happens around you. It is true because not 100%, but most of the time I am there. So it is actually true. It is possible. But it takes some work. It doesn't just happen. Well, it depends how you look at it as well, because time doesn't really exist, so it can happen like this if you decide to, though. So it's not something that, you just wake up and it's done. You have to decide that you want to do it. So today I'm going to talk about control of senses. Looks like a lot of people are asking me to do videos about anxiety, and I'm going to publish soon a yoga for anxiety, or against anxiety, actually, not for. But today, I'm going to talk about something that is even more important. Because if you don't have your senses under control, you can do all the yoga in the world, from my experience, and it won't help. That's why you see yogis that are totally out of balance. They can practice hours and hours. They will still, not everyone of course, but it's not just the physical yoga that brings you into balance. It is part of it, but it's not only. So control of senses. Well, senses, like children, basically they have their own will. They don't care about what you want, what you think. They have their own will. And if you don't discipline them, well, they will just go around doing whatever they want. There are two levels of ahara, we can say, but I don't want to go into the yogic description of Pratyahara. I want to make it as simple as I can. Well, there is the level of the physical food, and then it is the impressions. Both of them are super important for control of the senses. Not control in a bad way, by the way. So the physical food is what nourishes your body. In the West, we say you are what you eat. In the East, or according to Ayurveda, we say you are what you digest. At the end of the day, it is very similar. The only difference is that broccoli can be really good for someone, but maybe not for me, because I have a different digestion. So not all food is good or bad for everyone. That's basically the difference. So it is about figuring out which food is good for you, for your digestion, and avoiding or trying to avoid the rest. And moreover, trying to avoid food like fast food, products, animal products. They really increase bad emotions like fear and anger, because basically when they were slaughtered, they were feeling those emotions, and those emotions then are in their DNA just before the moment they are actually slaughtered. So of course you will ingest those emotions too, trying to avoid eating more than you need. In Ayurveda, or actually according to yoga as well, we say that you are supposed to fill the stomach half, and then quarter of it is for water, and the other one, it should be empty in order for the digestion to actually happen. So basically, it's all about withdrawing from wrong food. Sorry to say, that includes alcohol too. Alcohol will definitely increase your vata, which increases your anxiety level. So that is the part of the food. I don't want to stop too much in this. I've done other videos videos about food combinations, Ayurvedic stuff, what not to eat, what to avoid during anxiety. So go and check out those videos in case you need more information, or just mail me. The other one is the impressions. They are the food for the mind. So withdrawing your attention from negative impressions, that is what actually strengthens the mind power. Moving kind of the mind within instead of outside. So how do I choose the right impressions? Let me tell you, it was not easy, because you don't even realize what the wrong impressions are. You don't even realize how they are affecting you. You don't even see, they are everywhere. Let's start with music. What kind of music you listen to? I know it's fun. I miss that once in a while. Definitely I do. Like, I was at the hairdresser today and she had the radio on and I was listening to, like the radio was playing and it was music, like old music, probably even older than I am, like Careless Whisper from George Michael, and like different kind of music that I basically kind of grew up with. I was listening to it while I was a child, so it is actually nice to listen to that music, right? But if it is a music that has any sort of negativity in it, like Careless Whisper is about cheating and heartbreak, as far as I remember, for example. If there is any sort of music that in the text there is something that is not positive, believe me, it is making an imprint, an impression on your brain. If it is any sort of music that is, well, you should check what kind of hertz you want to listen, depending to what. I go on very low, actually, low hertz, or mantras, or uplifting music that maybe it's not the same kind of hertz, but I enjoy the lyrics. Usually nowadays music, it's not soothing for the brain. Usually, I said, of course, there are always exceptions. So what kind of music are you listening to? Just become aware. And I'm not telling you that you should change them. It's actually about giving it a try more than anything and see how you feel. If it makes any change for you, but give it a try of a month at least, And then, what kind of information or podcasts are you listening to online? I don't know what you're listening to. I listen only to uplifting stuff and to authorities like Bruce Lipton. I love him. What else? Matthias De Stefano, originally from Sirius. He's in this lifetime on Earth, and I think we're really lucky to have him now here because he is amazing and he has all the memories. Like, I'm getting memories all the time. Like, he's born with the memories. It is amazing. What else? What are you listening to on YouTube? Podcasts or whatever? What kind of wording are those people you're listening to? What kind of wording are they using? And what kind of news are you watching or listening to? What kind of movies are you watching? If you're watching heartbreak movies, then, or war-related movies, or whatever, dramas, then how do you expect your life to be different? Your brain is being imprinted by that stuff, If you're, watching Netflix all the time, and I'm sure there is interesting stuff on Netflix, nevertheless, they know, I don't want to go into conspiracy though, they know what they're doing. Not everything is as innocent as it looks. So, what kind of paintings do you have at home? According to Feng Shui, you should have a rule, and that is my rule of thumb about paintings and my god and goddesses I have at home, about everything. The rule of thumb is, if those, and also about movies, if those people or characters you are having in your home, you are watching on your TV, you are having in a painting or whatever, if those would come to life, would you be okay with that? So I had this very much beloved painting in my room with all the mafia characters. A fun present from a friend, since I am originally from Albania. So the mafia characters seem to be a good present, right? Albanian mafia, and I loved it. I really loved it. But in the moment I decided to take it off, to take it away, the whole energy of the room changed. Because I thought, okay, it is like, I don't know, 15 mafia people in that painting from different mafia movies. If they would actually manifest in my room, would I be okay with that? Like hell, would I be okay with that? Of course not. So that is my rule of thumb, because everything is energy. And everything, absolutely everything you see, you hear, everything makes an impression in your brain. And when you go on doing it repeatedly, imagine how strong that impression is. So of course you cannot just quit TV just like that. Of course you cannot just stop watching certain movies or listening to certain music or whatever, because it has made a very deep imprint. But what if you actually just give it a try? Just 1 month. It will not kill you. It's just 1 month of your life. And see how you feel. And if there is no change, then cool, go back. But I'm sure there will be a big change. And if you love yourself just tiny bit, then you will do it. So I have some things you could eventually do. Trataka is one of them. It's basically placing a candle in front of you and looking at the candle flame. Maybe I will make a short video about it. You look at the candle flame, and when the eyes are tearing, you just close them. You keep them closed until the eyes feel very relaxed, and then you open your eyes again and go on looking at the flame, and you keep on doing this for 20 minutes. Check on more online if you want to. I don't know when I will be doing that video, so check on more online about Trataka. Well, it goes without saying, spend time away from sensory impressions. Try a fasting from impressions. What else? Well, maybe more nature, more trees, more incense, all that stuff. Yoni Mudra, I cannot just show it right now. One of my hands is holding the phone that I'm recording on, but check online Yoni Mudra. That's quite good. Or if you don't want to have a candle on, you can actually look at the middle, like the place between your eyebrows. Look at your third eye by bringing the eyes together, something like that. I know it doesn't look pretty, but I don't care. And keep on repeating it. It nourishes your sensory organs. Another thing, Ayurvedic thing that I've mentioned before that I do is having 2 drops of sesame oil, organic always, in each nostril, 2 drops and 2 drops every morning. It nourishes your sensory organs. And also oil pulling. I use coconut for the mouth. That is really healthy, actually. It nourishes all your sensory organs. And you might want also before shower to put some very little sesame oil in your ears with the index finger. So I think this is all about Pratyahara, or control of senses. It is not easy. It is, I am telling you, I agree. If you're thinking, what the fuck are you talking about? I totally agree. It is a tough one. Control of senses is really a tough one. And actually, it took me a while to understand how to do it and what to do. I was asking actually different teachers, and I wouldn't get a proper answer while I was doing my teacher trainings and whatever. And I kind of had to experiment a bit on my own. And figure out what it actually meant. But guys, seriously, if you want freedom from anxiety, well, be a boss of your sensory organs. Sending you so much love, as always, and take care of yourself, and please take care of your loved ones, and maybe check up on someone. Check up on someone that maybe is, maybe is not having it so good right now. A message can make a big difference.